Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are going to be making an Ohmu from the Studio Ghibli film Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind. First things first is we start by getting the body bulked out with some aluminum foil. Then I have these cabochons that I'm going to be using for the eyes. You can see me sizing them up right here. This is just so I can picture how big I really want it to be. Now I'm starting to form the mouth-like things, which is just a thin cone shape that is just bent in the middle. After that, I'm going to make the rest of the legs and bake them so that I can stick them in the body later. Now I'm starting the body by rolling out a sheet of clay and pressing it to make sure that I don't get any air bubbles in there. To get the section look that you see on the Ohmu's armor, I'm layering the clay, moving from the back to the front. As I was starting the mouth, I was looking at my reference picture and I noticed that it didn't look right. There was too much space in between the sections. You can see me going back to fix them. You can also see that I take off the front mouth area section to redo them because the layering is different. That After I fix my mistake, I just go back and blend the harsh edges in. came back the pre-baked legs, I just pushed them in the unbaked body as well as the mouth legs things. I'm not really sure what they are, but they use them to walk. So, mouth legs. Then I cut up some of the leftover legs and stick them on its back to add more spikes, and I also sculpt a couple more because I ran out of those. Next, you see me deciding how to line up the eyes and then using my ball stylus to press it in to form the sockets. Adding on some more detail, I am adding some small balls and smoothing them out, as well as using a toothbrush to break up the smoothness of the clay. Off camera, I used my smallest ball tool and pressed all over the body, as well as using another tool to go along the edges of the sections to define them more. Doing this to the shell gave it more of an armor-like and worn appearance. When I tell you my excitement for this to be done so I can have my own little Ohmu was through the roof. Oh my goodness, I was so happy at this point. After the bake, I added a black base coat. Then for the colors, I added a series of dry brushing using Folkart matte acrylics in the colors pure black, medium gray, minted aqua, and cayman blue, as well as some white. I mixed a darker bluish color first, then worked my way lighter using more whites and grays, as well as the minted blue. I'm painting the already dark gray legs dark gray. Trust me, it's necessary so I can cover up the overpaint from the dry brushing. Starting on the eyes, I'm just using the Cumin blue color, and after a few coats, it looks like this. Okay, pause. Now, this is the part where I should have thought about this more. On the one side of the alm's head, I decided to glue on the cabochons thinking it would be fine, but what I didn't think about is that the head is not a flat surface, and so I would have to hold the eyes on until it's set, which I didn't do. And I didn't notice until I finished the whole side and saw huge air bubbles, meaning it lifted and then set. You'll see what I mean in the final shots. I could have fixed it, but that probably would have meant some of the paint coming off and having to retouch it, and I didn't want to do that. At the very end of it, I'm very happy the way it turned out, so I'm not really worried. Just thought you guys should know. Okay, resume. So I'm just finishing the eyes off using UV resin, and please use gloves and proper protection when handling resin. I was being dumb. Don't do that, just use protection. All that aside, it's all done now, and let's look at the final result.